Hey guys, Bill McDonald here. Just got back from Sturgeon Bay on a tackled warehouse title championship. Just a little recap here. I was in Group B, not Group A. Luck of the draw. It seemed like the wind was a little calmer on our days than it was on their days. Made it a little tougher for me to get bit. But as you can see, other guys got bit well. First period was phenomenal for me on opening day. First cast, I pull up and the very first cast, make out there, pick up one's pulling back. So catch one on the first cast, had a scoreable, and then next cast I caught a non-scoreable, and I think the fourth cast I caught another one. But it was a neat format. I really enjoyed fishing that format. It kind of let you know where you was at all the time. Did it put some pressure on you? It did, but I kind of like knowing where you're at and what's going on there. So some of the things that was essential for me, I mean, bar none, the Garmin Life Scope, the Garmin Electronics was the key. The force trolling motor, I was running a 57-inch shaft trolling motor in that event, and the force trolling motor is just a phenomenal motor anyway. And then with that Live Scope on there, I could see the fish out there, and trying to get that fish to bite. Now that was a different story because of the COVID is what I'm going to blame it on. Not that affected the fish. But the thing about the COVID is it's nobody's working. Everybody's fishing. Every fish I catch has got a hook hole in it. I caught a 5-6 on that day, and it's got a hook hole in it. They're still biting. So, the Live Scope, like I said, when I could look out there, and I was fishing a break on a ridge out there. I was off Chandler's Island out there, and it went from 15 and then dropped off to like 17, 18, and just a real sheer little drop there. And those fish were just kind of stacked up there, and when they get in the right position, you can catch them, and then when they drift off of it, you can see them, but it's just hard to get them to bite. So a couple of key things was, one for sure was the line. Never broke a fish off, all year, not just this time, but all year long. 20-pound flash green, smackdown was my braid, and I used a Tatsu 8-pound fluorocarbon as a leader. Here's my setups right here from the tournament. I got a tungsten, that's a 1/2 ounce tungsten, because I ran out of 3/8. Daggone, there's so many rocks. I don't know, I probably left $200 worth of tungsten up here in Sturgeon Bay, so that's part of it. But some of the key baits for me was, one's a half shell, and that Hayabusa #1 drop shot hook. Right there. Every fish is hooked, and you don't have to pull hard to hook them. But the Hayabusa hooks have been phenomenal for me all year. The 5-6 I caught actually come right there on that bait right there. It's a baby Z2. Phenomenal bait there. And there's the two colors. One was a Texas or Arkansas Shiner, and the other one was the Deal. Were the two colors of that I threw back and forwards. And then I threw a green pumpkin half shell, and then a dream shot was in moon juice. Just kind of mimicking the bait fish up there. Caught a lot of gobies. I kept thinking I'd rip reel one of them gobies in a smallmouth would eat it. That would have been cool. But like I said, it's just taking your time and just fishing. I felt like I'd had some fish in some other parts of the lake. Some of that stuff out there just towards Green Bay there, Little Sturgeon Bay, and some of the smaller bays right outside of the Sturgeon Canal there was good, but I felt like my best chance where I caught the most fish, and my roommate Greg Bohannon as well, was up there on Chandler's Island. I really thought I could do that. I thought if I needed to, I could pick some up there on Horseshoe. Never got bit on Horseshoe. So ran around on day one, did some things there late in the period, just trying to figure out something else. That didn't work. Day two, I committed up there to Chandler's, and I caught them in each period. I just never got on one in big flurries. So, I think I come out of that tournament overall in 32nd place or something like that overall. Not great, not terrible, but it's good to be there and fish. I want to thank all my sponsors. Everybody. Lucas Oil's been behind me now for I don't know, 10, 11 years, 12 years, and couldn't do what I do without Lucas Oil. And all the other sponsors too that's in there: General Tire, Super Clean, Lou, Strike King, Hayabusa. Shoot, I'm gonna forget people, and I'm sorry for that. Power Pole, Bob's Machine Shop. Ranger Boats has been a big part of it. Dynamic sponsorships. Trick Step, B&W Hitches. You know, there's a bunch of them at that, all G2 Gemini. I mean, they make my jerseys. Like, I got to thank those guys, you know. Raceline Wheels. There's a bunch of you. If I forgot somebody, Bossback Fish Habitat, you know, they come on board this year. Grundens has come on board. Big supporters. Can't do it without them. So, you know, all those people all support me and help me to do what I do. And if you guys are looking for something, please give them a shout out and give them an opportunity to earn your business as well. So, you know, guys, I want to thank you for following me all year. We got some more stuff coming up. We got some real exciting news coming here in the next week or two. It's gonna be good. So stay tuned in, and like I said, share everything you can, and we appreciate all of you.